Hey everyone, Pupsker here. Today in Warframe, they did it again. They talked about the Warframe spider frame on the Devshorts stream, which was pretty interesting. They implied that there's nothing to talk about with the spider frame, but they implied that it's a confirmed thing. So let's quickly take a look and go over what they talked about during the dev short, as well as go over the Sentinel to see what's weekly updated new in Warframe. Only other thing really that's big, Lotus Eaters coming August 21st, which is essentially Sevagoth Prime in loot. It's a new quest in loot, and it's a pretty small update, all things considered. So don't expect something huge. After that is their next bigger quality of life update, and then after that, I think, is Warframe 1999. So if we look over, see what was going on, people are just talking, saying hi, they just chill in the earlies. They, I think at one point acknowledged that Soulframe's like a little, they gotta work on that more, but it was just a lot of shooting the shit, early chatter and stuff like that. And then they just talk about stuff like Spider Warframe. Where is the Spider Warframe? And when they talk about it, I want to see.
Save is live.
Let's see.
Are planned, like infested
liches.
See, she says essentially that Steve talks about a lot of things that are planned for sure, like infested liches, and then they just talk about random stuff.
Say things, and sometimes the things are planned. Like
yeah, see?
Infested liches, yep.
Romance, and sometimes they aren't.
Like Warframes get pregnant.
Like he does this thing.
Yeah, see, sometimes they just talk about things, guys.
This time, I do want to tell you that
Spider
when
frame.
we do have something to talk about is Spider.
When we do have something to talk about Spider Frame, that implies that eventually there will be stuff that they have to talk about Spider Frame. Spider Frame is in development, okay? It might be a years off, but goddammit, that means that there might be a Spider Frame confirmed. Okay.
Frame will let you know, but right now there's nothing, and he's just being cheeky.
When there's something to say, right now there's nothing, but when there is
something to talk about is Spider Frame, we'll let you know, but right now there's nothing, and he's just being cheeky. So just keep that in mind, and then we'll move into the Lotus.
That's gonna backfire for sure. Anyway.
Yeah. That's right, everybody. Spider Frame confirmed. Anyways, let's take a look at the comments, see what people are talking about, right? Nah, D2 Refugee, nice. They will make it so Sevagoth Prime has more Forma in him than usual. So that'll be nice. You'll have to waste less Forma in theory. People talking about like, yeah, Soul Frame, need to work on combats. Good they know that. It's really gonna matter when we start playing it. They talked a lot about the idea of arcanes being added onto the necromech, but the issue is, like, what's the point? There's only 2 necromechs. Rebb even acknowledged that Bone Widow is useless and no one cares about Bone Widow and like no one plays her because like, why would you play her when you have, yeah. So I don't think there's much of a plan for them to do anything with necromechs because like, let's be real, they haven't done anything. They released them, they released a second necromech, and then they haven't really done anything worth talking about other than that. So you have to remember that Warframe dev cycle of release stuff and then never touch it again is pretty common. I forgot to go on D&D, that's my bad. But it happens all the time, so I wouldn't expect much to happen with necromechs. Maybe we'll get a new necromech with 1999, but you never know. And they just talk about stuff, right? I hope we get a new necromech confirmed someday. Yeah, that's the thing. There's only 2 and 1 is just so much better. So, yeah, Clem Heirloom confirmed. Hell yeah, when Voidrig Prime. Either way, they were just talking about stuff. So it was a pretty chill dev stream. They talked about small stuff and then other things we already know. But there's also the Sentinel, the weekly walkthrough, the biggest Warframe news. So I just wanted to see what's going on this week in Warframe. As you all probably know, I'm pretty burnt out in Warframe, waiting on updates, so I'm streaming and playing mostly other games and, Warframe videos here and there, but mainly streaming other games. So appreciate everyone swinging by the Twitch channel, subbing if I'm here or not. I do 24/7 streams, and I also have an Epic Games creator code Pupsker. So if you play Fortnite, Warframe, or anything on the Epic Games Store, it helps support the channel. So thank you. But we do have like Sentinel weekly news. Let's see. They have calendar callouts as well as this week's topics, and we'll just go over everything one by one. Dog Days ends later. Devstream 181 at Tokyo Game Show in September. August 21st, Sevagoth Prime and Lotus Eaters, right? Prime time is August 15th with the free Forma. And winter 2024 is Warframe 1999. because it's, you know, their December update. There'll probably be a lot of Twitch drops, it'll be really busy, and we'll probably grind out everything in Warframe 1999 that we possibly can, dating all of the Warframes, everything, proto-frames, in a very nice fashion as soon as possible. But we'll see. This week's dev discussion. New week in Warframe continues. First up, Devshorts, weekly creator Steve, creative director Rebb Ford, where she talks about dev stuff. I think maybe, yeah. Rebecca will shed light on Lotus Eaters, Sevagoth Prime Access, all that jazz. Yeah, there's some general quality of life. Nothing huge there. Lotus Eaters and Sevagoth Prime Access arrive next week. So August 21st, that is the big Lotus Eaters update. We get the Lotus Eaters quest. It's the small prerequisite quest, okay, for Warframe 1999. And I think they said you do have to have like whispers in the walls and everything completed for Lotus Eaters. So keep that in mind. Get fully up to date on your main quest line if you want to run that August 21st. We'll stream it day of. I will upload the video of the playthrough of the quest and everything. So should be fun. On the same date, we get Sevagoth Prime. We get him, his shadow, all of the loot, Nautilus, Epitaph Prime, right? Pretty good stuff, but there's not really much to talk about there, apart from, like, they're going to add more predetermined formas to Sevagoth and the Shadow than usual because of how much they take, so cool. Mesa Prime and Limbo Prime Resurgence, there's really not much to say about that other than, like, hey, there's more Resurgence, but current Resurgence is still going on. There's Ember Prime and Rhino Prime still. And if you're excited about Rhino Heirloom in 2025, remember, that's what Rhino Heirloom looks like coming in 2025. I imagine they'll make the yellow look better in-game. I think it looks like aggressively, just like a little off here. I think it's more going for like a goldy yellow, but I think people thought it was like a little aggressive. But yeah, Rhino Heirloom 2025. Love it. What to play this week preparing for Lotus Eaters. Okay, because yeah, remember, Lotus Eaters, it's not a huge update. It is a small update. So I'm a little burnt out on Warframe because there's nothing new for me to do. So I imagine this update's legitimately going to take us less than a week to finish through because we'll finish Lotus Eaters in a day and then we'll farm up Sevagoth, mess around with Sevagoth Prime and the weapons a little bit, maybe make a video or two, and then we'll be done, right? So it's a cool quest, but not the long one. But yeah, you should make sure you get Whispers in the Wall done, all of that, etc. and so forth. We talked about that earlier. Community Spotlight, noise. We have Twitter user Finlana. Nice art. I can't art myself, but pretty good. Twitter user Rikens, noise, good Captura. And then we have Purple with a Captura. Yeah. So that looks like all that's going on in Warframe right now. Nothing huge, as you can see, but the kind of same stuff we already knew of and expected. So let me know what you think of it. Good update, bad update, good week in Warframe. Are you excited for Lotus Eaters? Are you playing other games? Like, what's going on? I've been playing Fortnite. Might jump back to some Wuthering Waves, but I'm just jumping around playing a lot of other games in beta and like early accesses right now. So it's the slow time, and I don't want to make a ton of videos, so sorry, I'm just a little burnt out of Warframe. That is my bad, but I will get to it more when updates drop and when there's things I want to talk about. So yeah, my apologies, but you know how life can be. We've been busy with First Ascendant, Fortnite, and other games and early accesses. So I do appreciate everyone. Cheers, cheers. And we will continue on with games and stuff. Yeah.